this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
There's the whistle, and here we go. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
This fella, Ndidi, was plucked from Belgian football to become one of the best defensive midfielders in the European game. And I don't say that lightly. He's so good at what he does, he can anchor the midfield on his own. He's a superb tackler, and he pretty much allows his boss to confidently pick a more attacking lineup.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Chukwueze. Osai Samuel, aim forwards. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Lookman, played in, oh, smashing header! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
João Neves. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Pedro Neto. Vitinha. Bruno Fernandes. That's really well manoeuvred. Lookman. Chukwueze. Well read, and the danger is averted. Bruno Fernandes. Bernardo Silva. Vitinha. Vitinha, gently done. Lookman. Bruno Fernandes. Bernardo Silva. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Portugal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Osai Samuel moved on forwards. Gonçalo Inácio. Nuno Mendes. Pedro Neto. Oh, that's a nice ball. Now it's Bernardo Silva. João Cancelo. It's a delicate pass. João Cancelo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Chukwueze. Iwobi. Ajayi. Iwobi. Ndidi. And it's played forward. And it's Bruno Fernandes. João Cancelo. Cross from Cancelo.
Well, he had to bide his time a bit there, Peter. Needed more targets to aim at in the box.
Hit into the middle. That is a brilliant interception. Chukwueze. Ajayi. Iwobi. Lookman. Iwobi. And here's Osimhen. Osimhen! That had everyone off their seats.
Osimhen, oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Araujo played over towards the opposite flank. Gonzalo Inacio. Araujo. João Neves. Araujo shifted upfield. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes knocks it out wide. Chukwueze. Iwobi. Lookman. Lookman going full tilt down the left. Brilliantly cut out. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Cancelo. Bruno Fernandes. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that is rather wayward.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Bassi.
Well, it's not the quickest of starts, but what it lacks in intensity certainly is made up by a large serving of discipline and organisation.
Looks as though there's been a call to arms here for those 6 foot. Great chance! Gonzalo Inacio. Bruno Fernandes. Great ball if he can get there. He's found the way through. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Cristiano. He's having a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Iwobi. João Neves. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Pedro Neto. Vitinha. And here's Neto. Cleared away. Chukwueze. Osai Samuel, aim forwards. Chukwueze. Chukwueze! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Bernardo Silva. 0-0 still. He'll have the chances, though.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
In by Cancelo. That has been knocked clear. Lookman. That's really well manoeuvred. Well timed, excellent interception. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Iwobi. Ajayi. Ndidi. Osai Samuel. Chukwueze. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Osai Samuel. Chance! Good movement there, but not the best of finishes.
Portugal, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Over to the left. Vitinha. Gonzalo Inacio. Vitinha. João Neves. Pedro Neto. Bernardo Silva. Out to the right. Cross from Cancelo. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Vitinha with the short one. Moved on forwards. Iwobi. He's through here. Now it's Osimhen. And he's onside. That is good, super running, sharp movement, came up against a defender though who was ever so determined. Vitinha. Bruno Fernandes, played out towards the right wing. Clears it away. Corner it is. Vitinha goes short. Aimed in towards the centre. Now it's Pedro Neto. And it's Cancelo. And that has been cleared. Keeper has taken decisive action. Bernardo Silva. João Neves, spread out to the left. Firmly met. And they've got a throw. And it's Mendes. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto, played out to the left flank. And he's there to clear it. Bruno Fernandes. Bernardo Silva. Cross goes in there. Cristiano Ronaldo. has had a shot! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Pedro Neto. And here's Bruno Fernandes. And here's Bernardo Silva. Bassi gets rid without sophistication. Now it's Osimhen. Bruno Fernandes. Vitinha, gently done. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Chukwueze. Ndidi. And it's played forward. Osimhen, now he's off and running. Pedro Neto. Out to the left it goes. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Over to the left. Deflected behind for a corner kick. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. It will be. Bassi shifted upfield. Proves too strong. And it's Osei Samuel. And here's Chukwueze. Osei Samuel making good progress on the right-hand side. And he's managed to beat absolutely everyone. Played towards the other side. Pedro Neto.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Bruno Fernandes. Pedro Neto. And here's Bruno Fernandes. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Tries to get it clear. That's really well cleared. And it's Mendes. Showing good feet. Plenty waiting in the middle. Vitinha delivered across. Bassi with the clearance. Get a throw in. Nuno Mendes. Vitinha. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Osimhen. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. It's a threat. Shot a goal! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Ndidi. Osei Samuel, forwards and with intent. Oh, good spread. Played into the middle. Diogo Costa claims it, and the danger passes. Osei Samuel. Lookman. João Neves with the slide tackle there. João Cancelo. Bernardo Silva. And it's Cancelo. Osei Samuel is there, and he can get that clear. Pedro Neto. Bernardo Silva. And the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
How about that touch, Peter? I mean, that was brilliant. He got the ball to go exactly where he wanted it. The touch was perfection, the finish imperfection.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And that has been clubbed away. Araujo. João Neves. Araujo. And he goes cross-field. Nuno Mendes. Pedro Neto. Nice physical challenge. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Bassi played out to the left flank. And it's Iwobi. And here's Osimhen.
Osimhen really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Osei Samuel. Chukwueze. Osei Samuel. And here's Chukwueze. Oh, it's played into the area. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Nuno Mendes. Portugal getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. And it's Cancelo. Bernardo Silva. Oh, nicely intercepted. Ajayi, aim forwards. Chukwueze. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Chukwueze. João Neves gets good distance on it. And he's heaved it away. Iwobi, great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Chukwueze. Osei Samuel. And here's Chukwueze. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Punched away. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Ajayi. And that's really well manoeuvred. Now that's well seen too. Gonçalo Inácio. João Neves. Bernardo Silva. João Neves chooses to go cross-field. Great run on the overlap here. Tries a measured ball. That'll be a throw. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And Bernardo Silva!
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Osei Samuel. Iwobi. In with the challenge. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Nuno Mendes. And it's Mendes. Pedro Neto. Vitinha. Looks to the other side. João Cancelo. Ajayi. Bassi, gently done. Cristiano Ronaldo. And he thumps it clear. Portugal have reclaimed it. Ball swung in. Iwobi. Moved on forwards. Inacio, gently done. Vitinha. Mendes charging forward down that flank. Bassi tries to clear. It's gone for a throw-in. And it's Vitinha. He's gone for goal! Chance to deliver. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. Iwobi forwards and with intent. And he's surging through. He's one-on-one! Osimhen! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And reclaimed it in a trice. Chukwueze. Time to deliver. Chukwueze. And that's aimed into the middle. And that's not going to find its target. And we've reached half-time. Decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. And we are up to the break.
A very entertaining half, Peter. The game's being played at a really good intensity. It's been open. It's been quite end-to-end, and I think the crowd are really immersing themselves into this, and I just hope we get more of the same in the second half. Something to look forward to.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And we are back underway. So the first half brought no goals. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bruno Fernandes. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Bassi. Iwobi. Ajayi. Ndidi. Aim forwards. Pedro Neto. Nuno Mendes. Gonzalo Inacio. João Neves. And it's Cancelo. Shapes to shoot! Can he finish?
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
There are a few waiting for it. Osei Samuel with the clearance. Looking for a decent ball in. It's a mighty effort! He's shooting! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
They've played it short. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he is going into that little black book. Players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Up he goes! And the header is disappointing in the end.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Osei Samuel. Ajayi. Bassi. Iwobi. Oh, this looks sharp. And it's played forward. And that's a simple one for the keeper. João Neves. Bernardo Silva. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. And he's there to get it away. Out of play for a throw. Oh, good steal, he just read it. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Iwobi. Lookman. And that's really well manoeuvred. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Nigeria clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Played out to the right. Looks across and... Oh, what a climb! What a wonderful goal!
And now it's all about how they handle this from here. Edging ahead again in this second half is best followed up with a bold mindset, a bold approach. The skipper set the example. It's up to his teammates now to follow. Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there. But you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. It made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Portugal have taken the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Bassi. Bassi shifted upfield. Aim forwards. Vitinha. João Neves. João Cancelo. And here's Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva. João Cancelo. Vitinha. Out to the right. João Cancelo. In by Cancelo. Bernardo Silva. In again. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Portugal really are responding in the right manner. Now they're looking focused and motivated.
Gonçalo Inácio. Pedro Neto. Lobbed in behind. Nuno Mendes tries a cross. Osei Samuel. Bassi. Iwobi. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Lookman. Iwobi. That's really well manoeuvred. Araujo gets it away. João Neves. Vitinha. João Neves. Araujo chooses to go cross-field. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made a decision to get tighter.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Portugal have got it back and they'll have another go. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Cancelo. Bernardo Silva tries to dink it through. Cleared away. Pedro Neto with the delivery. Bassi attempts a clearance. He's having a shot! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Played towards the other side. Lookman succumbs to the pressure. Bassi cuts it out. Lookman. Bruno Fernandes. Chukwueze. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Very nicely done. Chukwueze. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto looking to run onto it. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Osei Samuel. Has a look and plays it forward. The message is clear, none shall pass. Araujo.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
And here's Neto, and here's Bruno Fernandes. Bernardo Silva showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Iwobi.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto chips it through. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Osimhen thinks one through. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Araujo. João Cancelo, and he goes cross-field. Oh, a delicate chip through. And that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Gonzalo Inacio. And it's Mendes. Bruno Fernandes. Mendes looking to hit the byline here. Bassi tries to clear. Ajayi. Moved on forwards. Inacio gets across to intercept that. Osimhen. Mendes clears it away.
Nigeria really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And he cuts out the supply. And it's Neves. Bernardo Silva. Can he latch on to this? It's well blocked, and back out it comes. Bruno Fernandes. It's anyone's ball now. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Cleared away. Nuno Mendes. Bernardo Silva. Oh, good taken and shapes to shoot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Portugal really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
And he's there to clear it. And it's Mendes. Pedro Neto! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And it's been taken short. A chance to play it in. He's got to be in here. Pedro Neto, spread out to the left. Mendes climbs up big. It's a goal. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Portugal are doing very nicely, thank you.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Caresses it through. Chukwueze. Lookman.
Lookman really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Vitinha. And it's played forward. Pedro Neto. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo played out to the left flank. Nuno Mendes. It's a mighty effort! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are cruising away.
Portugal, well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Portugal find a position of real strength now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
João Neves, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Araujo. Gonzalo Inacio. Mendes looks to get on the end of this. What a throw in. Osai Samuel, gently done. Chukwueze going full steam down the flank. Osai Samuel drives forward on the overlap. Araujo gets it away. And it's Osai Samuel. Chukwueze. Nuno Mendes. Portugal have scored 2 quick goals here. That is lovely. Nuno Mendes. It's a good run down the left-hand side. And that is out of play. And it's Mendes. That looks a good cross. And he's straight offside. Vitinha. Well, Jim, this really does look like a safety in numbers approach to defending we're seeing here.
Well, sometimes you just have to prepare for what's coming your way, and they know that they're going to be involved in certainly the next spell of physicality in dealing with an aerial approach.
Yeah, it's toe-to-toe, bicep to bicep, all about feet and inches. João Cancelo tries making a foray down the right. Lookman does really well to win the ball there. Lookman getting this one clear. João Cancelo. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, smashing header! Goal! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. A great delivery and a finish to match.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Portugal are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. Osei Samuel was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, he's kept it out, that's a great save.
Well, I think the defence deserves credit for the way they were quick to close him down.
Gets it away. And it's Mendes. It's a loose ball. Ajayi. Ndidi. Osimhen. Iwobi. Lookman. Araujo wins the duel this time. Bernardo Silva. Araujo. João Neves. Gonçalo Inácio. Pedro Neto. Inácio forwards and with intent. Iwobi. Lookman. Lookman! It's in! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
They're still trying to make a game of this. Vitinha. Nuno Mendes. That's really well manoeuvred. Osimhen finds himself offside. Gonzalo Inacio. Vitinha. Ajayi. Iwobi. Bassi played out towards the right wing. Osei Samuel. And here's Chukwueze. Chukwueze done delicately. Araujo is there and he can get that clear. They've played it short. Played in deep. And it's Ndidi. That's a good ball. Osei Samuel's cross. Vitinha attempts a clearance. João Neves. Pedro Neto. Vitinha. Pedro Neto. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that's neat. Up he goes! He got the hard part right, but the rest wrong. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Aim forwards. Lovely bit of skill. And it's Iwobi. Deftly away. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Araujo played over towards the opposite flank. Mendes played with finesse. And he's there to clear it. He's offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Lookman, oh, that's a clever-looking ball. And they've got rid. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Now then, the ball's come loose. Chukwueze. Osei Samuel. Bassi. Iwobi. Lookman. That has found him in acres of space. Oh, that's a fine challenge. João Neves gets it clear. Ndidi. Just 5 minutes left. Now this could be a chance. Oh, good spread. Osei Samuel, and that's aimed into the middle. Inacio clears it away. And it's Ndidi. João Cancelo. Gonçalo Inácio. Mendes chasing after it. Nuno Mendes has crossed into the middle, and out it comes again. Pedro Neto. Bassi with the clearance. That's a fabulous ball. Lookman. Moved on forwards. Muscular approach does pay off here. Gonçalo Inácio. Araujo. And it's played forward. Lookman. Now, where's he looking? And here's Osimhen. Shoots! Chance to shoot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Out to the left it goes. And it's Mendes. Nuno Mendes tries a cross. Played towards the other side. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. João Neves. Bruno Fernandes. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Nice control. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. He has a look up. João Cancelo. Oh, it's played into the area. And it's Cancelo. Now the cross. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto crossed in once more. Over to the left. Lookman. Bruno Fernandes. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! He scores!
Portugal really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, to wait until now to make this change seems a bit baffling. He's expecting the miraculous to turn this around from here.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Lookman. That's good play. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Pedro Neto. Nuno Mendes. Pedro Neto. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Chukwueze. Ajayi. And there goes the final whistle. Portugal, well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, I guess it's a result that's best described, Peter, as routine. A good balance of organisation, discipline and endeavour, and a result from which everyone came out looking good.